Ready to break free from algorithms, vanity PR, and money-sucking ads? My name's Larissa Worstick, and I've learned in 8 years of jewelry marketing that content is the crown jewel. My agency, Joya, takes a holistic approach, leading with laser-focused storytelling, impactful content creation, and strategic content distribution. This method has worked for the solopreneur as well as the multi-million-dollar company, and now I'm sharing the same systems and tactics with you. Here's to standing out in the sea of sparkle. Welcome to episode 296. In today's episode, I want to paint a picture of what it's like to have marketing support in your business. I know it can feel really abstract and nebulous until you actually experience having that support. Most of our clients come to us to a discovery call, to the first day of working with us with a really specific idea of what their journey will look like. But pretty much across the board, by the end of 6 months, what they realize is that having marketing support and just the guidance of an expert marketing team is really nothing like what they had imagined. And it's mostly because when we run a business, we can't know everything. We can't be experts in all the functions. And so a lot of our clients come to us not knowing what they don't know. And it's a breath of fresh air when they realize what expert marketing support can do. And I personally can totally relate to this feeling, especially when I work with consultants or experts in parts of my business that I'm not an expert at, like when I talk to my tax strategist and just feel completely out of my depth. It always feels kind of embarrassing when you talk to an expert and you realize how much you don't know. But the cool thing about being a business owner is that it's always teaching you lessons about life as well, and that it's totally normal to not know everything, and that we're constantly on a journey of discovering and learning. And it's so cool how working with an expert in something can open up a whole new world you didn't even know existed. There's this quote I really like by the late writer David Foster Wallace. And this quote comes from a commencement speech that he gave called "This is Water." And I think what he said really sums up perfectly what I mean about having a new world opened up to you that maybe you think you understand, but there's so much more beyond the surface. So he said, "There are these two young fish swimming along, and they happen to meet an older fish swimming the other way, who nods at them and says, 'Morning, boys, how's the water?' And the two young fish swim on for a bit, and then eventually one of them looks over at the other and goes, 'What the hell is water?'" And that's what this episode is all about. So keep listening or watching to find out exactly what I mean. But before we get to the solid gold, I'd like to take a moment to remind you that this podcast has both audio and video, so you can either listen on your favorite podcast platform or watch on YouTube by searching Joya. You can support the podcast for free by taking the time not only to subscribe, but also to leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Also, if you didn't know, I co-host another podcast called Success with Jewelry with my friend Liz Kantner, who's also a jewelry marketer and the founder of the Stay Gold Collective. We have a free version of the podcast available everywhere you listen to podcasts and on YouTube, as well as a membership community with extended episodes and additional resources. I invite you to check it out if you're hungry for more content. All right, it's the last chance. We only have a few more days left for you to apply after this episode goes live. So we are opening a jewelry brand incubator for emerging businesses, and we are waiting for your applications. Visit jewelrybrandincubator.com to apply and get all the details. But basically, in a nutshell, we're giving away 6 months of free full-service digital marketing support valued at $18,000 in total to one emerging jewelry brand. Additionally, 5 finalists will get 6 free months of the mid-tier membership to JoyDeck. That's a $3,600 value each. And JoyDeck is our all-in-one marketing support platform that provides accountability and direction, a personalized plan, confidence and assurance, real-time progress monitoring, accessible marketing expertise, and more. And last but not least, everyone who applies gets a freebie. All entrants will receive 3 free months of an entry-level membership to JoyDeck, which is a $300 value. And the entry-level JoyDeck focuses on accountability and support for your marketing if you are on the brink of something big but need guidance to take that leap. For all the details and to apply, visit jewelrybrandincubator.com. The link's in the show notes as well. And applications close Friday, July 12th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. Okay, let's get into today's episode, my sparklers. This one's all about having a world open up to you that you perhaps didn't even realize existed. And in the intro to this episode, I shared that quote from David Foster Wallace about the young fish who are swimming along and the old fish who ask them how the water's going or how the water's feeling, and they don't even know what he's talking about because when they've spent their lives thus far in water, they don't even know that there's something else or even what it is that they're swimming in. And I think that that's such a good analogy for marketing and having marketing support versus not having marketing support and a strategy and an expert team behind you. I also want you to take a minute to imagine yourself. Imagine that you're starring in a reality show or movie about your business. Would you be happy and proud to share its current state? I watch a lot of home renovation shows, and usually the homeowners have this vision, but the problem is they don't quite know how to make it come to life. And that's another home renovation show about people who can't finish what they started. And then you have the interior design expert who swoops in and does this amazing transformation. Well, similarly, many business owners have these big dreams. And I love that. I love a vision. I love a dream. But then when it comes down to executing, it probably feels overwhelming. There are probably a lot of challenges that you didn't even anticipate would happen because you don't have all that business experience under your belt. And at JoyJoya, we really see ourselves as those home makeover experts. But instead of homes, we're helping visionary jewelry business owners get their business houses in order. So what is it actually like to work with us for 6 months? It's super challenging to convey because 1, it's a long-term journey, and 2, it's unique for every client. So it's so hard for me to summarize that full breadth of experience in just a few minutes and also make it universal to every client because every client is experiencing it differently. There are so many small nuances and breakthroughs along the way, and success and progress just mean so many different things to different business owners. But in this episode, I really want to try to paint this picture for you. So come on this journey with me right now. Okay, so scene 1, this reality show begins. Imagine waking up in a world where your jewelry brand is finally getting the attention it deserves. The first month of working with us is kind of like opening your eyes to a new dawn, realizing there's a thing you're in called water. And maybe you hadn't even been able to put a name to that before. So you're stepping into this uncharted territory and you're leaving behind that uncertainty of unstructured marketing. And it really begins for our clients with a moment of revelation when they uncover the hidden potential of their brand. Suddenly, you're seeing all of these possibilities. How many more eyeballs could be on your stunning jewelry pieces? And you feel this sense of clarity and honestly, relief as the game plan forms, and that game plan is tailored just for you. And then we have this kickoff call, which I see not just as a meeting, but really a moment of connection with the client. We talk about your dreams, your aspirations, and for the first time, you will feel this sense of direction so that you're not navigating this vast ocean of marketing alone. You have an expert crew guiding the way. And then imagine a draft of a 6-month content plan just lands in your lap, just like that. It's really like being handed a map to buried treasure. You can see this clear path ahead. It's dotted with exciting milestones. And with the bank of social media ideas, you are no longer staring at your Instagram app, wondering what the heck to be posting. You feel equipped and inspired to start telling your brand story in new and creative ways. And that's just the first month of working with us. By the second month, you're no longer just skimming the surface. We're going deep. This is where we start to see the true essence of your brand and marketing efforts. We're conducting thorough audits for social media, for email marketing, for your brand and e-commerce. And suddenly, what our clients tell us is the feeling is like someone switched on a light in a dark room where you can see all of these areas you can improve, the hidden gems within your brand waiting to be polished. It's eye-opening. It might be a little bit overwhelming, but that's why we're there to guide you and to make it all digestible and to put a plan behind all of these things that we discover. Overall, I would say it's just exhilarating. So we're creating those strategies. We're creating a success roadmap. And then you begin to feel that thrill of having a solid plan where there's clear direction and every step is part of this larger picture that we're moving you toward. And you're not just shooting in the dark anymore. You have that spotlight showing you the way. And in this month, this is where we kind of see content creation as a strategic art form. This is where the well-crafted blog post comes into play, the elegance of the custom email template. But this is also not just about aesthetics, because marketing is about so much more than that. It's about connecting with your audience on that deeper level. And so you can feel proud knowing that your brand is being presented in the best possible light. And with each meeting that we have, with each report that we send you, you're seeing the progress and the numbers start to make sense because we explain them and we put them in context. And in that way, you feel empowered by data so that you're no longer guessing, but together we're making really informed and strategic decisions. As we move into months 3 to 6, this is where we find our rhythm together as a team. We have that foundation set, and now everything starts flowing seamlessly. We have those weekly email campaigns that really start to feel like regular conversations with your audience. You're not just selling, you're building relationships, and each campaign is a chance to share your story, your passion, and your unique creations. The feedback you get from your audience will be super encouraging, affirming you that you're on the right path. We also have the implementation of essential email flows, which will bring this sense of accomplishment as a business owner, because those email flows will help you provide a smooth experience for your customers, showing them that you care at every touch point. It's more than just about sales. It's about creating a community of loyal customers who will come back again and again and tell their friends and loved ones about you. Also, custom social media ideas just keep on coming and they keep your content fresh and engaging so that you see more engagements on your posts. And not only more engagements, but more meaningful engagements that also have a purpose, and those likes are actually translating to things like new email subscribers, new traffic to your website, and just more invested and interested followers in general. And those blog posts, well, they just keep building your authority. You will see your organic traffic increase, and you know that the content isn't just there for the sake of content. We're providing value together so that your brand voice becomes stronger and more confident. And then those regular check-ins with the team and performance reports, all these things keep us grounded, on track, looking toward our shared mission and goal. And you're constantly aware of your progress. And it feels so good to see the tangible results of all the hard work so that you're no longer just hoping for the best, but we're actively steering your brand towards success. So again, the best way I can really describe this 6-month journey is like a reality show that keeps you super hooked, or an epic film that you want to watch again and again. From that awakening that you have in the first month to the deep dives and the transformations that follow. Every moment is part of a grand adventure that we're on together. And I have to say, it's pretty fun for all of us. It's not just about the end result. It's about the journey, the growth, and the evolution of your brand. And by the end of these 6 months, you are not going to be the same business owner you were at the start. You're going to be more confident. You're going to be more informed. You're going to just feel more guided by strategy, and your brand will shine brighter than ever before. You've learned so much, implemented so many new strategies, and seen incredible growth. If you're ready to embark on this cinematic marketing adventure, let's connect. I encourage you to apply for the grant first and foremost. That's at jewelrybrandincubator.com. And even if you don't get accepted as the one brand receiving full service marketing support, or one of the 5 brands getting the done for you Joy Deck marketing support, the experience and partnership I just described is invaluable if you're serious about your business. And as I mentioned, if you were listening last week to the Gold Mine segment, marketing is your business and your business is marketing. Going it alone can really feel like a meandering and scary journey through a dark forest. But working with an expert and an experienced team can offer clarity and illuminate all the things you don't even know you don't know. So what do you think? Let me know in a comment on YouTube or DM me on Instagram if this resonates with you. Okay, let's get into the Gold Mine. Welcome to another edition of the Gold Mine, a segment where I get personal and share insights on entrepreneurship, mindset, success, growth in all things business. The Gold Mine allows me to share topics and insights a little closer to my heart. And in this week's Gold Mine, I want to keep pushing this house renovation metaphor. Can you tell I've been watching way too many episodes of House Hunters and other home reno shows lately? So recently, my husband and I have also been diving into the pros and cons of renting versus home ownership because, you can't just keep watching House Hunters forever and pretend that that's a fantasy. It's got me thinking about how investing in home is a lot like investing in your business and your marketing. When you're serious about your business, you can't afford not to invest in marketing. And I think that this is so similar to the decision of renting versus buying a home. In many ways, renting might seem like a better short-term option because it's often cheaper and more flexible. But if you're looking at a more long-term picture and you're interested in investing, it could make sense financially for you and your lifestyle. Let me explain why. And just so you know, I'm not offering any sort of financial advice here. I just think this could be an interesting metaphor to kind of help you consider the role of marketing and investing in marketing for your business. So in the short term, renting can feel safe and convenient. And of course, there are many undeniable benefits. You don't have to worry about property taxes, maintenance, or repairs. If something breaks, you call the landlord. Similarly, when you're not investing in marketing for your business, it might feel like a safer option. You can just rely on word of mouth or occasional social media posts. without spending too much money or effort. And there are benefits to that approach to marketing. You don't have to step outside your comfort zone, and hopefully, with the word of mouth or the occasional post here and there, you can just get by. But just like with renting, this approach to marketing has its limitations. You're not building equity in your business. Your brand isn't growing, and you're not reaching your full potential. Yeah, renting provides a roof over your head, but it doesn't give you that sense of ownership or long-term stability. The same goes for a business without a solid marketing strategy. It might sustain you for a while, but it won't help you grow in the long term if that's where you're focusing your priorities. And just a side note here, before anyone comes at me, there's nothing wrong with renting. In fact, it's a perfect option for a lot of people, and sometimes even the preferred option. But in this metaphor that I'm going for, if you're following along, you with your business are striving for long-term growth and stability. And as a business owner, you're consciously deciding and aiming to build something lasting and valuable. And that requires a different approach than someone who's not striving to do the same thing. We all have different priorities, but as a business owner, your priority should be to think about the long term in a very specific way. So with that out of the way, let's keep it rolling and talk about home ownership and how it applies to this. So obviously, owning a home requires a significant upfront investment. You need to save for a down payment, secure a mortgage, and budget for things like repairs and improvements. That can be daunting and stressful, and the benefits of those things may not be immediately visible. But over time, owning a home builds equity, and every mortgage payment you make is an investment in your future. You're creating a stable foundation for yourself and your family. Investing in marketing for your business works kind of the same way. At first, it might seem like a significant expense with minimal immediate returns. You have to create a marketing plan, develop content, invest in advertising perhaps. There might be snags in the beginning, similar to if you discover a leaky roof or outdated plumbing in your new home. But these challenges are just part of the process, and they're kind of to be expected because you're jumping into the unknown and taking a risk. But addressing everything, addressing the issues, working them out, working through them early on will ensure that the foundation, the bones, let's say, that you're building is really strong and that your business can keep growing and being sustained for the long term. Just like buying a home, investing in marketing will feel really uncomfortable at first. It might even be financially uncomfortable. You may have to scrape and skimp to make it work initially. Of course, again, no financial advice here. That's not what I'm trying to provide, and I would never recommend stretching too far beyond your means, but you will be uncomfortable. And this is where the chicken and egg situation comes in too. If you don't invest in marketing now because it feels uncomfortable, the marketing is never going to get done, and you're never going to grow into a place that does feel comfortable. And so one way or another, if you want to have your business, you have to take a step and a leap. As you continue to invest in a home, you make improvements that hopefully increase its value. Maybe you renovate the kitchen, add a fresh coat of paint, landscape the yard. These upgrades enhance your living experience and boost the property's market value. And in marketing too, consistent investment leads to improvements in things like brand recognition, customer engagement, and sales. You develop better content, refine your strategies, and expand your reach. And over time, these efforts compound and you'll start to see significant returns. Sticking with your home, despite those initial challenges, pays off in the long run, and the same applies to business and marketing. If you stay the course and continue to invest, you'll see the benefits. Your brand will become more recognizable, your customer base will grow, and your sales will increase. So basically, can you tell I like metaphors in this episode? We're going full on with the metaphors. But if you're serious about your business, take the leap, invest in marketing. It's a long-term commitment that requires patience and perseverance. But in my opinion, especially if you're serious about your business, the rewards are worth it. Just like owning a home, investing in your business gives you control, stability, and the potential for growth. So don't settle for a short-term comfort zone and convenience in your business when you can build something lasting and valuable that you can feel really proud of. What do you think? What's been holding you back from investing in your marketing? Many people say they just don't have enough sales to justify it. But again, chicken and egg. How will you get the sales if you don't invest? Waiting for that comfortable moment might mean waiting forever. So ask yourself, what could you be missing if you're not strategically moving toward growth and positive change? How long will you keep your wheels spinning while other business owners around you step outside their comfort zones and speed by? It could be time to take that leap and invest in your future, in the future of your business. So let's get started and make your business the success it deserves to be. Let me know what you think in an Instagram DM or YouTube comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And hey, don't forget to apply for the grant. Visit jewelrybrandincubator.com. Did you have any questions about today's episode? You can always email me Larissa, that's LARYSSA @joyjoya.com. If you love this podcast, please share it with a friend who'd appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe as well as leave a review on Apple Podcasts. If you're completely new to digital marketing, then you'll want to purchase and read a copy of my book, Jewelry Marketing Joy. Visit joyjoya.com/book for more information.